of our local, regional and international listeners and viewers, all those of you on the U975 FM Multicultural Radio, those of you on Synergy TV and Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, Facebook and YouTube, a very warm welcome to another edition of Insights Empowering You, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and add value, content and information to your life, answering those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb, and get your pen, get your paper out, your phone, so you could take notes, you could store numbers that will be very helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Akua George, we'd like to wish each and every one of you a beautiful day today. It's absolutely gorgeous on the outside. Happy Monday, the beginning of a new week indeed, a productive and fruitful one. It's Monday the 6th of March 2023. And if you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us the kind compliments of ZMB Communications Limited, and it says, time is life. To waste your time is to waste your life. Absolutely true. When you waste your time, you're wasting away your life, your moments, your precious moments. So that's something for you to think about, all right? And that came to us with the kind compliments of ZMB Communications Limited, reminding you, under the wings of ZMB Communications Limited, the new U975 FM Multicultural Radio, Conversations with Zelisa, Insights Empowering You, and developing and doing so much more. All right, let's say good morning to our sponsors, and that of course is Agni Puja and Gift Shop. They are located 25 St. Helena Village, Piyako. Telephone 669-5058. To the management and staff, thanks again for always understanding the content that we continue to share is so valuable to our listeners and our viewers. Thanks again for partnering with us to get powerful messages out there. Let's say very good morning going out to Robin Kissoon, life coach. Robin, I always feel that the time we've got is so limited. Welcome, my friend. How are you?
Good morning to our viewers. It's always great to say happy Monday, It is the start of the week for us, yeah. And it's really a beautiful one, right? Mm-hmm. And like I am always in this awe about life, the excitement about waking up every day, looking for something new. And when you want to look for something positive, there'll always be something that you will find. Because the universe has so much to offer us. Yeah. But it's up to us to wake up to it and realize that, hey, there's so much beauty around us. There's so much thing that can tell you, hey, I love you, because the plant that is, sharing air with us, that's a form of love. Everywhere you go, everything that people are doing, that you're interacting with, true. Everything is done through love, except that we don't realize love drives everything around us.
Nice. I would love, as you talk about love, I want to shift our attention a little bit and highlight an act of love. An act of love could be from a parent, yes. A neighbor, a friend, a teacher, a principal, yes, that we often take for granted, of how much value they add to the lives of our children.
That's right.
And I want to applaud first the principal of the Gandhi Memorial Vedic School in Arangwes, San Juan. She is a force to be reckoned with. She initiated, and I think it started with all an act of love. As you speak of love, your love and passion for what you do, love for children, because very often as parents, we are so busy and caught up. Do we really ever sit and say and understand how much the teachers, the people in the school, even up to the cleaner, the person that everybody, when you drop your child off to school, do we really ever understand how much those people, we are not there, influence our children in a positive way? How much they contribute towards shaping them, molding them, inculcating morals and values when we are not there, that influence our children in a positive way. So last Friday, we were there, Georgie and I, and of course our team, our technical team. Unfortunately, we did not know that we were allowed to record it. So when I went as a parent to view a production that was done by every class, and I was in awe, the principal said to me, "Did you bring your team?" And I said no, and I ran back to the office to try to see whatever we could do to go there to capture. And I know, my director was there. That started, and I want to share this with our viewers. All right, let's. Oh, this was done.
Our national birds, scarlet ibis and the cockericot. Both birds are detected by law. The scarlet ibis can be seen at the Caribbean Swamp. The cockericot can be seen in Tobago. What birds can also be seen on the quarter arm. How do you show appreciation and respect for national birds, the cockericot and the scarlet ibis? Well, we show appreciation and respect for the scarlet ibis by caring only in their habitat and no eating or killing them. Because it represents Trinidad and Tobago to the world. I feel proud because they represent our rich biodiversity in the forests and swamps of Trinidad and Tobago.
Let me explain to our listeners and our viewers. That production that was done here at ZMB Communications because the first cockericot was my daughter. That's my daughter. Now, let me tell you something. Those kids are 5 years old. That was part of the production that we're now going to see, leading to. So when you think of children, and each class had to do a media piece as well, and I thought that was brilliant and awesome because you would say, what would a 5-year-old be doing in media? That's part of the world today in technology of where we've evolved, where we got our children to understand the world of technology and being part of a production. And I thought it was simply awesome.
Yes,
so that was done prior by, that's just one piece, and I highlighted that because my daughter was in it. She was part of that project. And so now what we're going to do is show you some clips of what actually on Friday, the entire project that came together where parents were allowed now to come in and view. I mean, I was in awe when I saw, I mean, even my guide, Georgie, kept saying, wow, this is amazing. These children are so brilliant and innovative. Of course, it took the efforts of teachers and parents to work together.
Collectively.
But you're going to hear something later on that the principal would have said that really resonated with me and caught my attention with regards to why she thought of this project highlighting Trinidad and Tobago and bringing back, igniting that flame of igniting, having pride and love for our country, because we are at a place where we've lost it. We have no respect. We've lost the pride and joy of whom we are, and she just wanted to bring that back. So having the children work together as a team, individually, or with their parents, or parents working with parents, teachers working with the kids. I mean, when you think of it coming together, it was simply brilliant and awesome. And it was a win-win for all of us collectively.
Of course,
Let's go to this clip. For those, I think we do have the audio, so all of our listeners can probably listen to what's happening when we look at the footage. So here we go. And I think it's going to be on our Facebook page as well. Yeah, George? Perhaps we could do that. Great. Let's go to this. At the Gandhi Memorial Vedic School, Arangwell, San Juan, a school that is known for its success, its growth in magnitude over the years. Special presentation, special projects by the children. At the Gandhi Memorial Vedic School in Arangwell, San Juan. I am in awe. Another parent here, and just behind us, another project, the Africans. As a parent, how do you feel about, this phenomenal work by the children?
Very, very impressed. As you can see with your own eyes, each child pull their own weight. They actually got to do research and understand the project, the background. Whether it's the people who came, places of interest, the artifacts, and understanding the history of where we came from as Trinidadians, they all put their efforts into it. So I'm very proud to be as a parent and extend that proudness to Ms. Kishmani, who's the principal.
I certainly applaud her. Yes. I mean, to pull out this in this magnitude, she's the brainchild behind this. But more importantly, as you said, as a parent, getting to hands-on our children, not just reading from a book. They've actually been putting together to understand the history and be part of it, and more importantly, a greater appreciation for who we are, our culture, and all that we are about. Namaste.
Namaste.
Tell me all about this project.
Well, it took 3 days to build this project, and it is located in central Trinidad, Orangefield Road, Karapi, China.
What was the experience like building this auspicious temple?
Awesome, and it was kind of hard work. My experience was like amazing, very, very amazing, but it was hard work to build it, a lot of hard work.
Mrs. Gosai, she is the principal. Namaste.
Namaste.
I feel so proud. I'm in awe today when I came here and I walked through. You are the brainchild of this project. That's simply amazing and magnificent. And the work that is so alive. How do you feel?
Well, to be honest with you, I was not at all shocked because I understand the commitment and dedication of my teachers and the parents and the children. All I have to do is plant the seed in their head and guide them through it, and they do the rest.
Wow, and I mean, we got, that's just part of it. We're going to actually put more, and as we're going to share more as well to our viewers and our listeners. And so with that being said, we've got to take a quick break. Thank you so much, Georgie. We have our commitments as well, so let's go to these messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Robin Kissoon, life coach, coming to us with the kind compliments of the kind folks at Agni Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, PR code, telephone 669-5058. Let's go to these messages. Stay with us.
Sanctuary for Holistic Health and Wellness. They provide checkups for adults and kids, home visits, personalized health and diet plans, blood tests, and so much more.
Visit them today at number 163 Rochad Douglas Road, Barrackpore. Call and make an appointment today, 720-4635.
Sanctuary for Holistic Health and Wellness, caring for the community.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris, and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity. Super Quality Supermarket. Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies, and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
The Untold Truth, every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric. Zelisa. A new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Touching a Life Foundation for Kids. Annual charity, dinner and cultural extravaganza on Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at the Wali Nagar site at 5:30 p.m. Bollywood singing and dances by MGICC and performances by popular guest artists. Sponsor an orphan child. RSVP 785-7773.
Welcome back to the program Insights, of course, empowering you. So I'm sure you enjoyed that little bit that I introduced, and I want to let you know, because our time was so very limited on Friday and commitment with staff by the time we were wrapped up to come back to put it together. Next week we're going to have a part 2. We're going to highlight and show you more of what those children of the Gandhi Memorial Vedic School, what they produced. And you know, I just want to compliment again and hats off to the principal, her hard-working staff, who, you know, really were quite instrumental in allowing our children to grow and blossom. And these are things that I think we need to highlight a little more. These are the things that our children need to be recognized.
Of course.
You know, when we
Yes.
talk about positive things and motivating them and giving them, you know, all the power in order to continue to exceed and to make them feel important, to know what they're doing is positive. It's important, and I'm committed to doing that.
Grace is always proportionate to effort.
Yeah.
And if collectively we are not ready to make a change,
Yeah.
if we don't want to be the example for our
Yeah.
kids, what will happen?
Robin, you always talk about parenting, and I also want to really compliment the parents who came out. I saw the commitment and dedication. I myself being part of the projects where the parents had to get involved. It was a win-win in terms of not just understanding other parents and other children as getting to spend quality time, but a greater appreciation to even work together where our children can see that.
Right.
You know?
And then
so it's always part of the lesson.
Yes, and they get a greater sense of appreciation and value for the country and also what our country has to offer, because
Good.
our country is in, as we say right now, it's on a downward spiral, right? Whether we say it's the government or we can say other things, but you know, one thing I always say, Zelisa, how can we blame a government, right? When you can't hold yourself responsible, right? Because you as a householder, or you as an individual, you have responsibilities. Are you accountable for the choices you are making, right?
Yeah.
The decisions, right? Every time you make a choice for yourself and your children, your workplace, wherever it is, it's a message that you are sending out there. And you know, like, and I don't want to sound bad here, because we like to blame. The easiest thing is to blame everybody for everything that we are not doing, or we are not willing to lift our own
We don't take
standards and be
responsibility and
different.
accountability.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know,
we tend to point fingers, but do we
the-
look at,
the teacher, I can show you this. If the teacher in that school is not committed, that's one part of it. But what about the parents? You could see from the clips, the enthusiasm develops and
let
by
me tell you
the
something.
parents
Serious
there.
believing that was like that was like an expo, you know.
Right.
You know the experience you have when you attend an expo. That is what it was, you know.
Of course.
It was
But
amazing,
it
and
requires,
that's just peace. Robin, when you see next week and
Yeah.
see the other projects of the other children,
Yes.
we started off with the older ones, but when you see even the younger ones of what they produce, it's simply amazing. Now, we highlighted the good, but you know, I also like to talk about the bad.
yeah.
Our team that we started in the past couple of weeks as a life coach, in terms of parenting, a good friend of mine sent me something. I did not see it. He sent it to me and he said, Z, have a look at this.
Right.
And I want to, Akua, can you go to this clip? Because when you haven't seen it, Robin, I
No.
did not, yeah.
No.
So we're going to go to it now. Have a look at it. I'm not sure with regards to the audio, but I'm going to try to explain when the video is being played, so that our listeners on radio, because this program is simulcast both radio and television, so that our listeners can understand what's going on. Georgie, can we go to that, please? Oh, okay, understood. He's trying to get it together, having a little complication bringing it across. But what it is, I'm going to explain. It's footage, and it annoyed me so much and continues to annoy me, even speaking about it. It's actually a video where a father, or I'm assuming it's a father, a man holding a baby, and he's puffing away. If it's a cigarette or a joint, I don't know what the hell it is, but the fact is it's wrong. He's puffing away, and he's also putting it in the mouth of the child.
Tell me.
At the background, I mean, you're going to be so angry when you see this. It had the person who is actually taking the footage, whether it's a camera or phone or what the hell it is, it annoys me so much. But this woman is giggling and laughing. I am saying looking as I looked at it a couple of times, right? Just to let it resonate and to understand that we have crazy, mad people out there that should be charged, that should be in jail, that should not have children. So there's so many scenarios in my head. I'm trying to say, was this the parent? Was this an uncle? Was this a family member?
Yes.
Was this, who is actually holding this child? Even you don't even know, because there's so many different circumstances.
Of course.
Because we can't point fingers and say, supposing the parents drop it off at a friend, or
And it's
drop
the
it off
friend
as
who did it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Georgie. So, or the neighbor was watching the child, or your family was watching. This is why I warn people, know who's taking care of your children.
Of course.
Are we ready, Georgie? Let's go to it. So, Robin, look at this now. Just look at this. This fool, right, puffing away. Look at this beautiful little girl, this little child. This child is no more than 4 or 5, not even 6 months old. I don't think she's any older. Look at this fool. He should be locked up.
Yes.
And where, I don't even know if it's in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know which part of the world, but it was circulating.
Wow.
Look at this, Robin. Now we can't hear. I don't know if we can hear.
And the child just don't know better.
This little innocent, beautiful. Look at this little child, man. Look at this little innocent child and this nasty. I mean, I'm so upset. The adjectives that I really want to describe, I can't. It's national TV and radio. But look at this. Now I don't know who this person is holding the child. I can't say. But who is also taking the footage should be held responsible as well, because the person is laughing in the background, Robin. We can, Look at this. What is this? Where are we at? Look, I mean, what is this?
That's the level of, if we want to call it.
Lock him up, throw away the keys.
Yes. But even the authorities, you know, Zelisa,
abuse to the fullest.
Yes, and because as a society we are not conscious, we are going more and more unconscious in our thinking and behaviors, and this is why we are seeing what we are seeing there. And you think that's the start? When I said on this program a few weeks ago, talking about kids, what kids go through, right? And I said to you, at 10 years they're smoking weed and thing. Look a classical example.
No, but right? I am pleading today. Me, Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani, I'm pleading. If you know that guy, if you recognize that guy, I am pleading, please report it. Report it, contact me. I will hold hands with you. Let's go to the authorities about this, because this is not acceptable.
It's not right.
I don't know if it's in Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know where it is, but if you do, if it's in Trinidad and you do and you could recognize, then let's get help for this child, because God knows what again they're giving this little innocent child.
Yeah.
Or what they're
sad,
doing to this little innocent child. Tell me.
You see what we don't understand, Zelisa, is everything we do, our children, they're learning from us. I said that. They're like video cameras, and at a young age, right? The formative years between 1 month to 9 years is when the child's life is decided, you know. And the majority of it comes from the environment, right? So the environment will be at the home or the friends or family that
sometimes
they go to.
It's the
and then the
influences
school.
right in school too. Let me tell you, it's right
in the
school too, because sometimes we avoid, as parents, certain things. We avoid, we try our very best, we give our all. And then there are things that the children do because of peer pressure, we don't know. We just don't know. There are certain things that
kids who are just around 10 years, 11 years, who are sexually active. Parents don't want to believe that, because we like to hold our head up and say, my child wouldn't do this. But everything you as a parent do, and people don't understand this, you know. When I come in the air sometimes, I get passionate about what I say, right?
Yeah.
But because I see it, I experience it, I counsel. And if I'm doing these things, Zelisa, I hear it, I see it.
Robin, we've got to take a quick break. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our program today, Insights Empowering You. Robin Kissoon, life coach, and of course talking about our children. Yeah? Well, it's coming to us with the kind compliments, the kind folks at Agni Puja and Gift Shop. 25 St. Helena Village, PR code, telephone 669-5058. Let's go to these messages.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
Everything used to irritate me. Politics, the lack of manners these days, remembering passwords, honestly. Even my milk drink, that used to really irritate me. Well, my tummy at least. Not now though. I've gone goat. It's mild on my insides, much better. Still thoroughly irritated by politics though, and global warming. Why don't more people bike like me? I don't drive. I don't even have a licence.
Baby steps, toddler. Go gentle. Go goat.
Baby Steps Goat Milk, available at Eden Heights Clinic, leading pharmacies and supermarkets throughout Trinidad and Tobago. For wholesale inquiries, contact 640-8985 493-9196.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
This is Full 100, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then get Full 100. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Touching a Life Foundation for Kids. Annual charity, dinner and cultural extravaganza on Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at the Diwali Nagar site at 5:30 p.m. Bollywood singing and dances by MGICC and performances by popular guest artists. Sponsor an orphan child. RSVP 785-7773.
Welcome back to Insights Empowering You, right here to all of our listeners on the new 975 FM Multicultural Radio. You didn't see, but if you get onto our Facebook or YouTube, you will see the video that we just showed with this man who is puffing away and, of course, putting the cigarette, or whether it's weed or I don't know what the hell it is, into the mouth of a child, an innocent child, and the child is also puffing away. Just think of that now. It annoys me so much, so much. So we're going to keep the video playing, as I indicated to my director. Put it up. And any one of you who could identify this young man, I don't know if he's a father, friend, bro, I don't know how he got a hold of this child. Look at this beautiful, innocent baby. This is a baby. Look at this child, Robin. And this monster, this devil, look at him. If you can identify this guy, call the authorities. Let them know. If you know the baby, get a hold of the parents, because I don't know if it's the parents. I can't say, I don't know. Or who is taking that video, the woman. I know it's a woman because she's laughing. So I don't know if it's a friend of the family, a parent, a neighbor, I don't know. But what I know is that look at his face good, and if you know him, call the authorities. Call me and I will go to you. I will go to the authorities with you. If you don't want your name being held or you don't want to be involved, tell me. I will get involved. because this child doesn't deserve this.
No.
This innocent
Definitely.
child, who, look at this, now, watch him good, just watch him good. And let us help this child. Let us save this child's life, because God knows what they could be giving this child again.
Or what they,
they could be doing
to that child.
to this beautiful innocent
Yes.
child.
You see,
Monsters, devils out
it
there.
bleeds your heart to see things
It
like
hurts,
this.
yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, yeah. Well,
So-
let's get back.
Zelisa, you know, just what I was saying to you,
Yeah.
and we have been doing this for the last few weeks, right? As parents, we have to take full responsibility for our children.
Yeah, we do.
Right? We could say that we made the child and, you know, I didn't make the mind. But that's not true, you know.
No, but
The
Robert,
mind-
I understand what you're saying. But let me tell you, I'm a parent and I have a child too. And they have their own personalities.
Of course.
And that's something perhaps we need to tailor or to fix or to help
Right,
blossom.
right.
That's where we come in to identify the strengths of our children or the weaknesses,
Right.
but help them to develop.
I'm going to say something here,
Please,
right? You may not agree, but I'm going to say it anyhow,
Please
right?
do.
The mind is something that is malleable, right? Which means that as the child is growing, the mind can absorb things.
Yeah.
It can be programmed, or it can also be reprogrammed, okay? And the programming of the mind is done through repetition. A child will see something once and learn it, you know. It might just pass them without any notice, right? But it has to be repeated over and over, and the repetition is what gets it stored in the subconscious mind. It's like telling them to learn 2 times table, right? You'll tell them, okay, go and say 1 by 2 is 2, 2 is 4, like that, right?
Right.
And they'll say it until they start remembering it, and it gets stored in the mind, right?
Right.
Okay, good. You could say mind or brain, same thing. We won't try to separate it, right? But that's exactly what's happening. So anything that a child become, a parent is involved, or both parents or the environment, the people around the child. And we don't want to take responsibility for that. You put a phone in a child's hand, you give them internet, right? They are exposed to everything on the internet.
Very
What
true.
is blocking it?
You're very true.
Right? When children seeing things happening there, when children are on things like TikTok, and whether people like it or not, you tell me TikTok have some good things, yes, but what do they highlight all the time? Go on it. Just go on it. Spend 5 minutes on TikTok and just let it go, let it go, let it go,
Well,
and
the
see what you'll see.
The truth is, I would have browsed, but let me tell you something. I really don't have time for TikTok.
No, I know, but you may not. But if your
But of
child have a
course there are
phone,
others, yeah, I agree.
right, and
Certainly,
the child now
totally.
seeing a young lady doing all kind of thing on TikTok and saying this is who I am and whatever,
And dances and things like
right,
that. Certain type.
right, and they are now looking, they start mirroring these things.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? So we can't say we are not responsible in our own busyness, what we call busyness. We find fillers, and the fillers might be TV, it might be the iPad or the tablet, and the phone.
And the hand that rocks the cradle. Again, I want to bring about the point, who is influencing your child when you are not there? Sometimes we're so consumed with our lives and because of commitments and things like that, and you have someone taking care of your child, but are they really taking care of your child?
Right.
Because you might feel that they take it, and now grandmothers are not the way they used to be
Right.
before, you know.
No.
Because grandmothers as well living on the phone. That's
Exactly.
their life.
So while they're on the phone, all kind of
while
things
they're on the
happening.
phone, who's taking care of the child?
Right.
Let's be real. It's not
Yes.
the way it used to
Yes.
be. And you
And-
don't have the extended family that you used to live in before.
Right.
To
And
be
who's
that
responsible
bumper.
for that? We are. The choices that we are making, right? Zelisa, as a society, as a people, as a country, right? I will stand up here or sit here and tell you this, you know, if we do become conscious and our parenting style do become one that is conscious, what we call conscious parenting, we will not change in our lives
Yeah.
and the outcomes, you know.
You're very
It's like we
correct.
are lost generation,
I agree.
right?
I
We
see
all want the best for our children.
Yeah.
We don't want them to do the things we do. Don't want them to go through the things that we have gone through.
Yeah.
And we don't remember that all those things made us who we are. And we are successful people,
Yeah.
right? We are doing well. So how come now you want to say that wasn't good for you? No, it was. right? So we have to accept, yes, we have had some trying times. We may have struggled with things, but all of us give us a value system that we value and appreciate the things we have, right? I still hold dear to the things that I have. So if I have something, I'll put it away very careful. You know, you want to secure it and everything, right? Children now, they don't care about the value. They'll throw it, right? They'll break it. And parents will smile and laugh and say, it's okay, and buy next one.
Yeah.
Right? As though we are unlimited source, but we are not, right? Everything that parent do becomes reflected in child,
Yeah.
right? So if you are being abusive in the home with each other, is going out there. If you are cursing, fighting and getting on with some kind of, as we say, wajang behavior, right?
Yeah.
What you expect the child to have? When the politics and the government and the opposition and all of them behaving in this kind of way, as if they are so uncultured. And that's the word, you know. A cultured society
No
will
respect
be
for the
different.
land. Listen, even the radio station you're listening to when you pick up your child from school will influence your
Exactly.
child. Are you aware
So
of
why
that?
not listen to good programming, right? Why not look at right? Why not look at things that is empowering, right? This is what I'm saying.
What
Look,
other
man,
movies are you looking at with your kids?
exactly. And those are the things that are influencing our children and creating them for the future, right?
Agreed.
Zelisa, look, man, we need to wake up. We highlighted at school. We want to talk about the excellence, right? But I said grace is proportionate to effort. We could look at the effort at the school, the teachers, the parents, everybody, the principal together, collectively, what they have done, and we could celebrate that as a success, right?
Yeah.
But what about the ones that are not doing that? I know that there are schools that teachers don't care. I know that there are schools that teachers are in, and people might get upset with me, and I don't care, right? There are teachers out there who go big just because they get time off, like a lot of time off, and then they have casual leave and whatever, sick leave, whatever. So when you add it up the thing, so they don't care, right? I know of people, right, who, and listen, they want more money. And the union saying we deserve more money, we didn't get increases. I'm not going to call places, but hear this now, man. If they have to reach a work for 8, right? They leave home yet.
Agreed.
So you didn't leave home at 8. You reaching on your job, whatever time. And here what happened? If you have to go from 8 to 4, by 2 o'clock you're back home.
Let me tell you something.
I am talking to people.
Witnessed, this is not, I mean, this is my company, ZMB Communications, and I try to fix things because I would have had experience in the past where I was a program director and brand manager for both a radio and TV station. I had many years invested. And so I could tell you about employees and employers. I could tell you about employees supposed to be at work at a certain time. When they come to work, the fact is they're on the phone, checking the phone. Then they go in and buy breakfast. Then they have to fix yourself, and then you start to, ideally you're not starting to work until 9 o'clock.
Right. So imagine
And
you'll
3 o'clock,
leave home.
Wait, and 3 o'clock, 11 o'clock you decide, okay. I mean, people have no respect for their jobs anymore. They're living on the phone. I mean, at 3 o'clock they're ready to wrap up, they're fixing, they're going to the, and they want, but they ask and they expect. What you give is what you get.
If somebody like me comes here on national TV and say, you know, look at all of the government institutions that we have in this country, and people, which one of them go to work on time? Very few people, you know.
Yeah.
I have friends there, I'm telling you, they say, well, we have an arrangement. They have an arrangement, eh? Who is the arrangement with? The co-workers or their boss? So they come in when they want, they leave when they want, right?
No accountability
and no accountability, right? In today's day and age and technology, when you could palm in, right? Or you could fingerprint, or you could do facial recognition. So when you come in, that's the time you're registered. Nothing is held accountable. And people think we get away. Listen, man, you get away with nothing.
Well, you
Nobody gets away with anything.
I'm happy that you said that, because you may get away with it at one place, but then you go to another, and it's not that sort of culture.
Zelisa, this is why people get sick sometimes. The universe is so amazing. You take it from here, from your employer, and you feel you get free money, and we had to spend it on. And next person outsmarting, you know, you had to go bad. Somebody else spend all this money because you're not well. We don't understand how this universe works.
What is it? Karma.
Karma.
With that, let's say much thanks again going out to Agni Puja and Gift Shop. Check them out. It's not just puja items, the beautiful gift items as well. 25 St. Helena Village, PR code 6695058. Let's go to these messages.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
The Untold Truth every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric, Zelisa, a new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Touching a Life Foundation for Kids. Annual charity, dinner and cultural extravaganza on Saturday, March 25th, 2023 at the Wali Nagar site at 5:30 p.m. Bollywood singing and dances by MGICC and performances by popular guest artists. Sponsor an orphan child. RSVP 785-7773.
Eden Heights Clinic. Live blood analysis with instant results. Colon hydrotherapy, ozone therapy, prolozone therapy, complete detox, weight loss, oxygen baths, diet and nutritional programs, supplements and health foods, treatment for all lifestyle diseases, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, men and women issues and much more at Eden Heights Clinic, 13 Montague Avenue, Trincity, 763-5292, 640-8985.
Welcome back to the program Insights Empowering You. To all of our listeners near and far, all of our viewers on Synergy TV, on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, YouTube and Facebook, all of our listeners on the new U975 FM Multicultural Radio. Thank you so much for choosing us. I've been getting so many messages on this video. I can't respond to all of you, but I am again pleading, if you can identify this gentleman or this child, let's go to the authorities and get help. Save this child's life. We don't want another statistic.
Exactly.
With this child, can you imagine taking puffs and smoking and this is happening, what it's going to do to the lungs of this child?
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah, we destroy the child before they even start.
Good morning again to Agni Puja and Gift Shop, 25 St. Helena Village, PR code 6695058. Robin, welcome back.
Yes, so, you know, like what I'm saying here today is that we must become role models in society, all of us. I'm not saying we don't do things that are wrong, or as we say, wrong, right? But I would say your life and your life's journey is a combination of experiences that we all go through. But out of every experience that you have in life, there's a learning curve.
Right.
There are things that you will do and then realize, hey, I shouldn't do that. Okay? Even for the father or the person on that video, if he realizes, hey, you know, I shouldn't be doing this, I should be taking more care of my child and be more conscious, that's a great thing because you have learned, okay? And all of us will go through situations at times which will challenge us or put our backs against the wall or something. It's not about giving up. It's about reinventing yourself, finding yourself again, finding something from deep within you that tells you that you can be a better person, that you can be a better parent, right? That you can be more understanding, or you use your ability to listen, as we say, to your child and hear what their cries
now,
are.
with that being said, that you've raised that point, again, I want to plead with parents. And when I speak of parents, and now I'm speaking directly to perhaps single parents. I'm a single parent, so I understand and know what it takes to be a single parent. And it's not an easy job. It's work in progress, being alone. And you don't have extra in terms of intervention to help.
Right.
You may have extra people to help to wash and clean and cook and things like that, but when it comes to helping you to help your child develop, to give them that positive influence. So I'm pleading with you, penny wise, pound stupid. You might be thinking you have to do 2 and 3 jobs because you have your bills and you have your commitment and your things like that. But who is taking care of your children? Because what is happening in the process, you could be losing your children to the wrong people. Yes. Because they're going to gravitate to the wrong people. Who are their heroes? Who are the people that's influencing them where you leave them? Or a neighbor, or who? I'm just pleading again, do your investigation, do your homework before you leave your kids with anyone.
You know, the thing about it is that everything you create, you must experience, you know. Right? And you create by the choices that you make, right? Every time you make a choice, you are creating an experience, an outcome, right? And if the outcome is favorable, you enjoy that. But if it's not, you also have to go through that. You may not enjoy it, but you still have to go through that experience, right? So I always tell people this, cause and effect. You said karma before we went out of thing.
Well, I
people
believe
may
in
not
karma.
understand what karma is,
I believe in karma.
but it's simply cause and effect. You are the cause of the experiences that you are having.
What you put in is what you get.
Out.
What you invest in your life, even what you say.
That's right. You have to be so careful, you know, right? And I'm saying to our listeners and our viewers, you know, start becoming more conscious of all the things that you do. Listen, man, the best role model is your life. Your life is the best message. You know, you came to my class, right?
Oh, yeah.
And everywhere I go, I do training. I was telling you about this training session I did last week, right? And the thing about it, all I told everyone sitting in that room is the only message I have in this room is my life, you know. And if my life is worthwhile, and if the message is clear, right? There's no fuzziness in my message, you know. Me talking and saying something requires much less effort to help people than when they look at me. You know what those people said to me on the first day of training? At the end of that training, Zelisa, when you look at us while you were walking around, you were looking in our eyes. We felt loved. We could feel that love from you. Okay? And they said our spirits felt uplifted. For the first time we felt somebody here cared for us. And I'm talking about, I do not know any of those people in that room, you know. But after a few hours of training, because the way I was relating to them, right? I lifted them up. I made them believe in themselves. I made them believe that there's something greater in them. Okay? And I'm saying the same thing with our kids. But if I come on national TV and I say, hey, your kids can be this, and I preach it here, they look at you, they mirror you. And if you as a parent, I said simple little things, you know, you go in the office and you steal paper clips or prints or anything and think you're getting it for free, it's not free.
Yeah.
You stealing.
Agree.
How can you tell your child don't steal when you are stealing?
Agreed.
Right? When you go there and you're supposed to work from 7 or 8 and 8 to 4 and you go there and you 8 you leave home, you reach in 9, 10 on your job, and by 2 you're back and you say we have an arrangement. Somebody hearing that, you know, if I hear it, The universe hears it. Your child will hear it, right? And how you'll tell them to be a good worker? How you'll tell that child, go out there and be an example? You are not an example.
You said something that's very true. Our children are who we are. And that's very true. Sometimes I would listen to my daughter when she's playing, because I don't ever leave her unattended. Whether I'm with her or somebody's always with her. I would listen to her, and she would say things that I would say. She would also say things her teacher will say, especially if they're trying to be teacher.
Right.
They become their teachers as well.
That's right.
And that's why it's so important that their teachers, you should be able to have a proper relationship, so you could have good communication to understand your children's weaknesses, so you both can help develop.
I'll tell you this much, if you become the role model, if you become the teacher in your thoughts, your words, and your actions, or as we say, in your head, your heart, and with your hands, right? That's what Sai says, right? Head, heart, and hands, right? The children, you have less work to do with them, Because if they model you, if they mirror you, if they're watching you where you go, they're learning from you. And if it is that your actions are all in alignment with that which is good, of a higher purpose, right, a greater good, what do you think your child becomes, man? They're looking at you, they're believing in you, they're selling you to the world too. Very soon, your child is you. They become you. Right? You can't hide from that, So when they become an adult and you see them stealing and say, but I never steal. Really? If I tell you, if you take money from people and you don't pay them back, what is that? Right? If you take money to do a job and you're a tradesman and you don't do the job good, what is that? Right? Or a builder and you take money and you didn't go and give the people what you said, agree with you were going to do, what is that?
Yeah.
What message are you sending there? You feel we get away? No, we don't, right? I have been through my own struggles in life, and I learned one thing, Zelisa. What goes out, comes back. First thing.
I agree with that. First
right?
hand, yeah.
The second thing
I totally
is
endorse
that you call it karma, cause and effect. I believe in that because I experience it. When I look at my life every time now, I just want to be sure in my own humble way that in my thought, in my words and my actions, they are all aligned, so that what you see, what you hear, right, is the same person.
Robin, we've got to wrap things up. I want to thank you kindly again. I always appreciate you taking the time off of your busy schedule to be here. So many people tell me they just love listening to you or looking at you. And they recently, I had a guest here who said that, he would always look forward to listening to you in particular, because there's so much that he continues to learn. So God bless you. May that divine light continue to shine in your path. We look forward to you joining us next week.
Always.
All the best. Do continue to understand, my friends, that your life, you're in control. The choices you make today will certainly determine your tomorrow or the next moment. Your future is in your hands. Keep smiling, be positive, and always know the best is yet to come. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us. Stay with us on the new U975 FM Multicultural Radio.